A 3-0 win away against Carnarvon Town on Friday night. It was the perfect way to bounce back after defeat the previous weekend.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, we spoke to the players beforehand about how this club do react well to setbacks and when they have lost a game, whether that be this season or the season before or the previous seasons. I look back over the records, and the records have been very good when we have been beaten, whether that be home or away. And we're all disappointed after the Newtown game. We thought we did enough to get something from the game, however we didn't. And credit to Newtown, they beat us 1-0. But I thought the reaction and the professionalism of really wanting to go and win that game on Friday night was evident to see, not just with the scoreline, but the way we played and the way we went about it. So, yeah, I was very pleased that we got back to winning ways and the performance we were happy with.
And was there a particular aspect to Friday's performance that pleased you the most?
Yeah, I think the clean sheet we were definitely happy with. Not just the defenders, but everybody wanted to keep that clean sheet, and I thought that was vitally important. But I think it was good for Louis Robles to get a couple of goals there for him. I thought that was good. And also we managed to give a debut to a young player from the academy, which is really important in Reece. So I think all in all it was a good day, and I think those probably three things were the most important bits and were why we were happy with the performance.
We're back in action tomorrow night, of course, visiting Bala Town. It is a short turnaround between the two games, so does that make it more or less challenging from a preparation point of view when there isn't much time between the games?
Yeah, I think both. So let me explain that. I think that the players would definitely rather play than train. So rolling into the next game I think is important. I think especially after you've won and had a decent performance, you always want to play as quickly as you can. But then also you get less prep time and less time on the grass to prepare against who are two different teams. Bala and Carnarvon are very different. So I think there's fors and against for it. I think if you get the result on Tuesday night, then you say you're happy with the turnaround being short, but it does mean it's less prep time. But I think now at this stage of the season, the quick turnaround doesn't have any hindrance on us at all. We do know it's going to be a tough game against Bala though. The two times that we've played them at home, we've been behind at half time in both games. We want to put that right. We did have a good result and a good performance when we played at their place last time. However, they've got very good players and good attacking players that can definitely hurt you. So we need to be aware of that. We need to make sure we try and follow up that clean sheet again. And it's always a very difficult game of them, regardless of the scoreline. They're a very good side and well managed by Colin there.
As you've just made reference to, we've played Bala 3 times already this season. All 3 games were difficult for their different reasons. So you expecting another difficult game tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, looking at that, I thought we played them first of all at home here. We're 1-0 down at half time and won 2-1. And you could argue that we didn't deserve anything from that game, a draw, let alone a win. We managed to score late with a bit of sort of individual brilliance there, I think, and a team effort where we kept going. But I'd say we probably didn't deserve to win that game. In the other one away from home, I thought we played really well and were clinical at the time. So, but was still a very physical and tough game. They caused us a lot of problems in that game. And then at home here, we were 1-0 down at half time, but our feelings were that we played quite well and deserved to win that game. So bit of a mixture there, but all 3 games very, very tough. And like I said, they've got very good attacking players and are a really good team, and I'm not surprised they're in the position where they are in the league.
We do have another game on Saturday as well, away against Penabont. Will the fact that we'll have played 3 games in the space of 8 days come into your team selection tomorrow at all?
Yeah, it probably will. I mean, we've rotated for the last couple of games anyway, even though it's been Saturday to Saturday games. We knew that we need to try a few different things. We need to freshen the team up, but firmly in our mind is that we want to win every game until the end of the season. We're not taking our foot off the pedal. We want to finish strong, and that's the message to the players, but also giving opportunity to some other players who maybe haven't had as much game time. So it's a bit of a mixture of both, but we're definitely going into these games to win and to be hungry to try and get as many points as we can and finish this period of the season strong.
We're now halfway through the Championship Conference, 5 games played, just 5 games to go in the league this season. Have you been happy with how the second phase has panned out so far, heading into the final stretch?
Yeah, I mean, look, we've lost a game in that, we've drawn a game, so probably not necessarily happy with the results, although coming into the Penabont game at home, being 2-0 down at half-time, knowing that you needed a point to win the league, we're probably happy with getting the draw in that game to get the trophy and to get over the line. I think although we were a fair few points in front, it was really important that we did the business that day, and I think that was probably a game where we were just happy to get it done and to win the trophy. Having not won the league for the last 2 seasons, the pressure was on to improve on that performance from last season, and we feel like we've definitely done that. But we were disappointed to draw that game. We were 3-2 up and we let in a set play and we were disappointed. We obviously weren't happy with the fact that we lost to Newtown at home, so you could probably say it's been a mixed little period in this little final 10 games of the season. But look, we want to finish strong, like I said before, and make sure we win as many games as we can.
And how are things looking injury and availability wise ahead of tomorrow's game against Bala?
Yeah, good. I mean, look, we've had a few players back in, so it was nice to have John Routledge back in available. That was his first start for a while. He makes the difference in the team. He's a very good player and done well this season. We've got Danny Davis, who's back in after playing for Wales as well. He could feature tomorrow night too. So, yeah, virtually everyone's fit and ready to go. We're still not sure about Declan McManus at this stage, who didn't play on the weekend with a slide injury. But could be available for tomorrow night, if not impacting off the bench to start. So we'll see how he goes, and we'll look at those. But other than that, we're pretty much certain everyone else is fit and available.
And finally, over the weekend, it was a great result for our under-19s. They won the FAW Youth Cup for the first time ever. I know a number of those players have played and been involved with the first team this season, but how important is it to win trophies like that for their development?
Yeah, I think it is, and I think that being part of TNS, the pressure on the first team player and the team is to win trophies, whether that be the league, whether that be the cup, or whether that to be progressing in Europe. And those young players need to be able to handle the pressure. It's not necessarily about delivering the trophy, but being able to perform and win games to win things, because that's what the pressure is going to be on them when they develop and come through, hopefully, at TNS. I mean, the amount of debuts that we've given a lot of those players. We gave Reece, obviously, his on Friday night. He went and then played Sunday and won. You've got Wooly from that age group as well, who's come through. You've got a lot that have trained and played with us so far. So we think that group's got a really good future, all in all, and there's some really good individual players in that group. But I think that for it, not just for the players to get that reward, but for the staff as well. I've obviously come from a background of academy football. Probably 80% of my football's been in academy football, so I know what it's like when a first team manager and club invest in the youth and really hold that highly. And we're really pleased for all the coaches and the staff. It would be Simon Smith, Simon Spenner, Connor, Chris Sargent, who's got a big impact on that, as well as all the other academy staff that had a role in their development moving forward. And I think that gives everybody a lift when that happens, and saw the players today. They're obviously really happy with the result, and yeah, long may that continue. But yeah, really well done to all players and staff with that, and we're really happy as a club that they managed to get that one over the line on Sunday.